Hi, this is Alejandra Valenzuela. Thanks so much for coming to watch this video. I have been MIA for a while. I know it, I felt it, and I was like, oh man, I gotta do a YouTube video. For anyone who still wants to watch this. Like 5 people now. I have no idea. But I'm like the worst YouTuber ever. But I can only do something. I continue to say this because it is true. I can only do something if I am feeling it. Like, I don't want to just post to post, right? I just can't do it. And so I had a super, super busy summer. I was with my family. I got to see like other family members that I hadn't seen in years. It was so nice. Shout out to my tia in North Carolina and all my cousins. It was so wonderful and magical to be with you this summer. I really, really loved it. And then I went on another family trip. There was lots of, it felt like familial healing going on. And then lo and behold, I moved out of nowhere. So that's where I'm recording now, from up north in Northern California. I'm in an area called the Emerald Triangle. Don't you love the name of that? I got called to the Emerald Triangle. There's birds and like the ocean is right there. It's been magical. I've been here for about a month-ish, and I'm getting used to it. And I recently had a birthday. So I wanted to come on and talk about solar returns, because I don't know, I mean, I have this special ritual that I've been doing for a while, and I thought, okay, I can share about this, you know. And I had to do two parts because I think the first one's just going to be focused on my first solar return where I set the intention. So the day that our soul decides to come to Gaia is a really important day, if you didn't know that. You know, your soul determined the exact location, the time, your parents, your name. Someone told me that about the names, by the way. He was doing a reading. He's like, your parents think, he was a French dude, your parents think that they chose your name, but in fact, no, you did. So I was like, I chose Alejandra. Cool. So it's a really, really, really important day. And the stars are aligned in a certain formation that is like what your soul's calling in as the roadmap. Okay? So along the years, I think I've heard it about 9 or 10 years ago. And there was some woman, and I can't remember, I think she was some sort of astrologer, and she would do what she called solar return charts and map out new trips. So like, you know, if you think about it, if your soul came down to Gaia and on a special day, well, then the anniversary of that day is also really, really important. And so this person said that there is, like, it sets another energetic blueprint. It sets the tone for the year. So even though the stars are going to be where they are in the sky, depending on your location on the planet, you can change what houses certain things sit in. So like if you're calling in abundance, there's going to be a specific place in the world that's like, this is the energy vortex you want to be in. If you're calling in abundance, if you're starting a family, you know, whatever, spiritual awakenings, all kinds of stuff, that there's this place. And funny enough, I reached out to them and I was like, let's do it. I was ready to like book a trip with them, and no one got back to me. So I thought, okay, well, after several emails back and forth, I just said, you know, please refund my money. I'll figure it out. And that's what I did. And it just so happened that the first solar return where I set, like, I don't know an intention, like a really deep intention, was when I turned 33. So I was raised Catholic. I've said that a few times on my videos. And I was taught that Jesus passed when he was 33, that he crossed over when he was 33, and that, 111, 222, 333, repeating numbers sequence like that are angelic vibrations. So, it can make sense to me somewhere, understanding like how important of a number that was. And there was like this place inside me that wanted to be in Bethlehem to honor him. And it's funny because like I wasn't going to church at this time. I wasn't what I would call myself a religious person, or even like praying every day. I didn't have any spiritual practice at this time, but somewhere deep down inside, it was like, dude, I want to be in Bethlehem. I want to and cross into also Old City Jerusalem, like where he was born and where he died. There was something about being in the Holy Land. And the beauty of it is Bethlehem is in Palestine. You have to cross over the checkpoint, the border. And if you want to go to Old City Jerusalem, you have to cross back into Israel. So I also got to see, like I specifically wanted to see the feeling, right? I wanted to like understand what is this Holy Land. Not that I understand it, but I wanted to at least experience what does it feel like here and what does it feel like here. And they are two very, very different vibrations, So I remember I booked a trip, and everybody was kind of like, why are you, like, what? You're not going to be here for your birthday? Because we're a really close family. I come from a very big, close family. So it was kind of tough to like sort of break free and say, yeah, I'm feeling called to this place. But I did it. And so I'll show a couple of pictures from my trip. I remember taking a picture in front of the Church of the Nativity. And then you walk inside and it's like this stunning church. It's so beautiful. The feeling inside is so beautiful. And if you go all the way to the back, on the left-hand side, there's a set of stairs that go down. And they say, that's the place that Jesus was born. So I remember going down there with this one girl, Sarah. She was also a volunteer. We were like volunteering with different NGOs while we were there. And so she came with me. And for some reason, no one else was there. There weren't big lines or anything like that. And I just got to sit there and really think about Jesus. Like to really, and not that I had any answers or anything like that, right? But there was this place so deep inside that just wanted to say thank you and wanted to say like, dude, you were my age. Like kind of like take that in. Like I'm 33 years old. I am as old as you were, right? When this happened, like there is an ending to a major era somewhere inside me is what I felt, right? Like my first 33 years of life. And now who knows what like the next 33 are going to be like. And then I would cross into Jerusalem, into Old City Jerusalem. And I will show some pictures of there. Dude, so Jerusalem is next level amazingness. They, all three major monotheistic religions, like everybody has a sacred place there. You've got the Dome of the Rock, which is so cool. And it's where it's said that Muhammad ascended into heaven. You have the last standing wall of King Solomon's temple. They call it the Wailing Wall. And then you have, there's sort of like, people don't, there's a debate where Jesus was crucified. So you've got like a church where it's said to be where the crucifixion is, or outside of the perimeter, and like a place that kind of could look like Golgotha. I mean, it was just incredible. It was just incredible. And you can feel the holiness when you walk on these roads. You know, it's like there's so much energy there. It's incredible. So what the heck kind of blueprint did that set? I really wish I could tell you I had a great year. But 33 ended up being so difficult. So difficult. The most difficult year of my life, actually. And it's like, I don't know, you know, could other people go for their 33rd birthday and have a different, you know, experience? Of course, right? But mine was not easy. It was like I called in a crucifixion of sorts, you know, when I think about it. And there was a lot of pain. But then this place inside that also evolved with it, evolved through that experience. And kind of like a phoenix rising from the ashes, like it became this very poignant moment for me. I was assaulted by a guy I had been seeing. And I was devastated, like energetically, spiritually, you know, the physical wounds went away quickly, but that mental trauma, you know, and I prayed with all my heart to, interestingly enough, not to Jesus. I prayed to the Virgin of Guadalupe. She was more of who I connected with, and I still do, obviously. But my relationship was the strongest with her. And I prayed and prayed and prayed because I didn't know whether or not I should report it, you know? And this was like a scary dude, you know? Like, not really someone you'd want to mess with. So, by the grace of God, I received answers to my prayers. It's actually how I found my fairy godmother, Debbie Grix. Hi, Debbie. Guadalupe came through in the reading, like out of nowhere. So she told me that I was strong enough to report it, and that it happened to me so I can prevent it from happening to other people. And I was like, oh, damn, that's not what I wanted to hear. I mean, yes, on a very deep level, of course, whatever you want me to do, you know what I mean? Or whatever my spirit is like, we need to fight for justice. Like, yes, deep down, yes. But damn, you know what reporting entails? And it ended up being like 2 years of my life, you know, caught in this. And it was very, very tough. So ever since then, I guess I've been very cautious now. Like, what intention am I setting when I go on my birthday trips? I've had really, really nice ones. Really, really nice ones. I think there was a part of me that was like, look, just fun. None of this deep, like, crucifixion of Jesus and like ascension and humanity and like deep stuff. give me like a beach and a margarita. I just want to have fun. So I've done spiritual trips, like but more light feeling spiritual trips. Like one of my birthdays, I was in Bali, and it was a Bali goddess retreat. So it was connecting to that goddess energy within, and that was phenomenal. I was surrounded by like all these other women who were like goddesses, and they wrote our freaking names in flower petals on the table, like to serve us dinner. It was amazing. And I think there was a lot of self-love, right? That kind of like set the vibration for that period. I've been on another one, a Celtic goddess tour. There's a theme here. I like goddesses. And so I went with my mom and my tia. They actually came with me on my birthday trip, my solar return trip. And we went to Ireland, and which is magical, absolutely magical. I love Ireland. I'd love to go back there. And then we flew to Scotland, and we were up in the Highlands on the Isle of Skye, which is breathtaking. And I was jumping into fairy pools and calling my inner Highlander, It was so good. And then in 2019, I had my solar return trip to Brazil. And my intention for that trip was to open my heart. I felt like something was blocked, and I felt like I needed a spiritual intervention to get there. And what I did receive that opening, and so much more. That's when the spiritual awakening happened for me. And so the year after that, I was turning 40, and I wanted to do the pilgrimage, the Camino de Santiago de Compostela. So I wanted to do the French route, where you start in the Pyrenees Mountains, and then you walk in France, and then you cross over into Spain, and then it's like just over a month of walking all the way to Compostela, which is on the other side of Spain. And that one was truly a pilgrimage. I was up there in the Pyrenees. I remember before the walk started, and I was at this old castle, abandoned castle. And it feels very angelic in the Pyrenees. There's such a beautiful angelic vibration. So there's like these green rolling hills. It was this gorgeous like purple, pink, orange sunset in the sky. And the next day I was going to turn 40 and start the walk on that day. Like I wanted to start it, my pilgrimage on my birthday. And I remember looking up to the sky, and I was like talking to Jesus and Mother Mary, and I was like, what do you want from me? Please tell me. I will do anything you ask. Just tell me. Oh, and I wish I could tell you I got like, yes, clues keep happening, but the like, aha, that moment, it hasn't come yet. I mean, it's coming. I shouldn't say it hasn't come yet. Yes, it's here, and it's slowly like working its magic on me. Yeah, so I thought I'd just give some examples. I've been doing this, so I turned 42 recently. So I've been doing this for almost 10 years. And I don't know if it works. I'm pretty sure it works because I set the intention for it. And it's like I'm choosing a place to go, and this is what I want. So I just thought I would share it. I don't know if you have a special birthday routine that you do, but I'm telling you, going somewhere for me has been really, really transformative. Really transformative. And there is a sadness a little bit with my family. They're like, can we ever, party with you on your birthday? So what I've been doing is like I throw a party with or I have a party with my family like a week before, and then I take off and go somewhere. But it's hard, I'm like, I love you guys, but I need to go there. I'm feeling it, and I'm so sorry you can't celebrate it with me. But if you want to come, or don't, sometimes it also has to just be my own sort of journey. So I thought I would share a little bit about that, and I hope you enjoyed it. So that's part 1, and part 2, stay tuned, and then I'll talk about this year and why I'm here and starting my 42nd year up here in the Emerald Triangle. All right, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you guys. Love you. Take care.